in Minnesota.
Yeah, man.
Look at you. You're a legend in all facets. How was that for you?
It was awesome. I love calling games. I called a bunch. I mean, over the first probably half of my career at ESPN, I called a ton of games, been less and less over the last, 10 years or so. I love doing them. This was a big spot, great game to call. Unfortunately for Minnesota, there was no energy for them in that game. It was interesting because, going into that game, Minnesota's up 2-0. They come home. We all witnessed a complete domination and suffocation defensively. We all saw it in game 2. So we're wondering how Denver's going to get back into this series. How are they going to be able to, run their offense, generate their offense? Mike Malone said before the game, he was much more concerned about their offense than he was their defense. And how they were going to score against that team. And then they come out and they just take it right to them. JJ, I've never actually felt worse for a group of about 20,000 people that were in that building just because they were ready to blow the roof off the place. You could feel the vibe all day in the city. I was out and about. You could just see how ready this city was, to win their first home game in the series, to get up 3-0, probably put a stranglehold on the series. And Denver never gave that a chance. And they just never had an opportunity. The entire second half, the building was dead. Denver obviously at one point built up a 30-point lead. They win the game. And then obviously that leads us to yesterday and the response that we were expecting to get out of Minnesota in game 4.
Let's talk about that offense. Let's talk about some of the adjustments that Mike.
Oh, boy. And that's why I'm making this video. No matter where you turned for your sports news and to hear your talking points, everyone was talking and giving credit to the Denver Nuggets. And don't get me wrong, the Nuggets are a good team, but that's not what this is about. This is about the refereeing, as all the players cannot talk about it, but yet independent journalists can. Take a look at this one here. Jamal Murray's arms following Ants all the way up to the basket. No call. There's Carl Lane. That should have been and one. Oh, look at Rudy playing that defense. No way. Look at Scott Foster put that he put that whistle up to his. He was good. He knew he was calling that. Tic-tac foul. Now watch this one here. You got Murray pushing Connolly all over the place, and then you got Gordon shoving Cat out of the play right in front of Carl Lane. No call. That should be shooting foul. Now we're 4 minutes into it. Minnesota's still beating Denver, even with the calls that are coming. Now, Ants being held right there. That's another and one situation. Now here comes a moving screen. This is an offensive foul. It should have been a foul on Joker. Here he is. He's going to move into McDaniel's way. Boom. That's an offensive foul. It's tic-tacky, but we just seen a tic-tacky foul on Gobert. And this one's not tic-tacky. Right in front of Carl Lane. It's crazy. Watch this. Give me that ball, sucker. Just manhandles him. And now, Ant's like, what the hell? And they give him a tic-tac foul. Carl Lane. It's just crazy. So that's how the Nuggets beat the Minnesota Timberwolves